Hey everyone, I'm Melissa from Knitting the Stash, and this is a class about how to read a sweater pattern. For those of you who know me from my YouTube channel, you know that I teach a lot of sweater garment knitting, DIY, modification, but I haven't really talked about how I read or approach a sweater pattern. I was also thinking the other day that, I never really learned how to read a sweater pattern from anyone. No one ever actually explained it to me. It was something I had to really muddle through for many years. And along the way, don't get me wrong, I did learn a lot about patterns and design by muddling through, but I also thought, maybe I could save someone this step and offer a class about how to read knitting patterns, specifically sweater patterns. So after this class, I'm hoping you'll be well prepared for pattern reading, whether you're reading your first or your 15th pattern. I hope you'll learn something new here. As far as class materials go, throughout this class we're going to be looking at a few free sweater patterns that are available online. I've requested permission from the designers to use these patterns for the class, and I'm really happy to direct you to them and to their websites as excellent resources, specifically for beginning knitters and knitters who want to try out some sweater patterns without having to pay for them. So we'll be primarily looking at the Trescau pattern by Anna Dervaux. That's kind of the backbone of the course, but we'll also dip in and out of Le Pouf by Beata Jezik of Hedgehog Fibers and Namu by Knit Boop. Now I put all of this information and links to the patterns and designers in the class notes, but I wanted to mention them right up front just in case you want to go download the patterns yourself so that you can follow along with each step of this class. So I've broken this class down into 5 lessons. In the first lesson, we're going to look at the overview section of a pattern. These often appear in the first few pages of a pattern and give you lots of information about the designer's expectations for the knitting of this garment. But they also appear in shortened form on Ravelry pages. So we're going to dig into what it means to think about size and fit, method of construction, and all those abbreviations that you see at the beginning of a pattern. In lesson 2, we'll talk about gauge. I know, it's like the elephant in the room. We'll talk about what information you're given in a pattern, how to translate that information, and then apply gauge to the rest of the pattern. And in lesson 3, we'll talk about schematics. In a lot of contemporary knitting patterns, schematics are included either at the beginning or the end of a pattern, and they give you so much information. So we'll talk about how to read them, and we'll also discuss what to do if a pattern doesn't include a schematic, which is true for many vintage patterns that people are kind of getting into and wanting to knit, and it's also true for some free patterns that you might find around the internet nowadays. In lesson 4, we're going to jump into the main body of these free patterns and talk about how to read through all those parentheses and asterisks and basically sort out what information is most important. We'll talk about how to take notes on your pattern and keep up with your sizing. Finally, in lesson 5, we'll talk about pattern management. Things like keeping good notes, keeping track of where you are in a pattern, dealing with charts, and then also finding pattern support when you need it. Note that I'm not going to go step by step through any one of these patterns from start to finish garment. This isn't a class about knitting, a garment from a pattern start to finish. But we are going to sort through a lot of the information that you see in a pattern, and that will give you the tools to be able to look at your own patterns and follow them successfully. Before we jump into the material, I feel like I should tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Melissa, and as I said, I'm the host of the Knitting the Stash podcast on YouTube. That's also where I offer a lot of free tutorials. So if you came over from my YouTube site or from my website, it's nice to see you, and I'm happy to have you in class. I've been a teacher for over 20 years, and I've taught online as well as in-person classes. Primarily, I've taught classes on science fiction and speculative fiction as an English professor, but I've also taught beginning knitting classes. I love knitting, and I've been knitting in earnest again since about 2012. Like many of you, I love learning new things, and I love teaching people about things and having light bulbs go off and having them acquire new skills after we've had a class together. So I hope that you like this class and any other class or tutorials that you take with me, but I'd also love to hear from you. So things like comments and questions, I'm always available via email at knittingthestash@gmail.com. With all that being said, I think we're ready to jump into the class. So let's get started.